Where am I? I'm currently being isekai'd on Gala right now. I'm Pokemon Sword and Shield, so I still have to make content for YouTube though. I still want to make content. What better way? I need a top 5 video for this week. You know what? Let's make it on this world. In this video, everyone. This is my top 5 ground Pokemon. In this top 5, as for any of my top 5, is all based on my opinion. Yes, it's not just based on designs or stats. It's based on a combination of things. My own opinion. Yes, the big O word. So, if you don't agree, please leave your own top 5 in the comment section below and let's get this discussion going. Additionally, if you do enjoy my content, if you want more anime and Pokemon related content, please do leave a like, it will help, and subscribe for more anime and Pokemon related content. Without further ado, let's start on with number 5. Power of the ghost types. I'm magically transported into my human form. Into my human form instead of my champion form. So, let's start off with number 5, Golurk. Number 5, Golurk. Like, you guys know that I freaking love robots. Like, it looks like a robot. I mean, I know that it's supposed to be a golem. I know that, but like, just the aesthetic, the fact that when you Dynamax it looks so much like a Megazord, bro. This is only solely for the design. I love the design of Golurk, although it is a rather slow Pokemon. It's one of those Pokemon that is relatively bulky. It can take on hits upon hits. I think I actually enjoyed using it in games, like more in games than in competitive, but damn, Golurk is up there with my favorite. Just the design, aesthetics alone of him being like this ancient golem and still looking like a modern especially in his Dynamax form, in his Dynamax form. No, is it Dynamax? Yeah, in this Dynamax. So number 5, smashing to number 5 is Golurk. Let's proceed it to number 4. Number 4, Mudsdale. Ground type, the pure ground type of Alola. Like, look at it. Look at the design. Again, the design. And the stats. Freaking the stats. I had fun when I was doing very few Wi-Fi battles in Sun and Moon. I had fun using Mudsdale. Like, Mudsdale was one of those Pokemon that if you don't take it quick, it's gonna stick toward the battlefield and it's gonna wreak havoc. Like, his stamina ability is broken as self. Like, I love the stamina ability. I love the fact that it's one of the Kahuna's specialty Pokemon. Like, I freaking love. I mean, Kahuna Hapu is one of the cutest characters anyway. The cutest characters in Alola, and one of those characters that is just cute, that you can't hate, really. So yes, I love it from the lore, the aesthetics of him being just a really cool looking horse, like with the dreadnoughts, dude. With the dreadnoughts, I freaking love Mudsdale. Mudsdale with the horse, with the dreadnoughts, and then with the lore of him and Hapu being together in game, maybe in the anime as well. Like, I freaking love that whole thing. And then in competitive and like Wi-Fi battles, and when I was using it, I had fun just playing around with stamina boosted Mudsdale. Like, that is for me one of my favorite. I think I've probably, in all of my times playing Pokemon Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Moon, I actually probably used this on like 4 different playthroughs of mine. So yes, suffice it to say, Mudsdale is worth mentioning on this list, and I freaking love Mudsdale, my dude. One of my favorite Sun and Moon Pokemon aside from the Pseudo and Primarina. So without further ado, number 4 is the pure ground type of the 7th generation Mudsdale. Let's proceed into number 3. Number 3 might be controversial because some people may consider Garchomp, but for me, I'm quite of a hipster, right? Like, I know that majority of people will put Garchomp in this list, but for me, I think Garchomp is already on my top dragon type, so I just want to bring Flygon because Flygon has been overshadowed enough in the Pokemon community because of how awesome Garchomp is. Even its own generation overshadowed him with Salamence and Metagross being the pseudo legendary Pokemon. So I just want to give some love to Flygon. Flygon's design, like, despite the fact that it's a really good Pokemon in game, not so much in competitive when you can have Garchomp, but I love Flygon. Flygon is one of those Pokemon that design-wise looks sick-ass like Dragonfly. It's essentially just a ground dragon, a dragonfly Pokemon. Like, there's times when you remember that time that you catch this small dragonfly that is in your yard. Like, that's actually one thing that I had fun with back in those days. Like, we catch that, put it on a jar, then afterwards, after we had fun with it, release it. Like, I freaking love that part of my childhood where we catch dragonflies. Yo, that's sick, man. That's freaking sick. And just Flygon give me that vibe, yo. Like, that vibe is I got from the first time I saw Flygon. I mean, I know that Yanmaga is a thing, but it's more on Flygon. Like, that's more on Flygon. It reminds me of Flygon. So, just from that backstory alone, and the fact that I love, like, every time I get a Trapinch, I almost immediately end up with it on my team. Too bad that it's not too often, since it's a dragon type, and dragon types is really, really tough to evolve. Yeah, tough to train, or it takes longer to evolve. So I don't end up sticking on my team, but for the time that it does stick on my team, it does on work in game. Like, it's one of my favorite Pokemon, design-wise, stat-wise, not probably, maybe in game, not in competitive, but damn, Flygon being here is just giving some love to an overshadowed Pokemon, man. A freaking overshadowed Pokemon. Yes. Without further ado, number 3 is Flygon. Let's proceed on to number 2. Number 2, the Queen has arrived. Boys, go to the side and bow your head because the Queen has arrived. Nidoqueen is number 2 in this list. Like, I know that some people may more consider this as a poison type more than a ground type, but usually it's when I play a first gen game or a first generation remake game, like Let's Go Eevee Pikachu or Fire and Leaf Green, I always end up with 2 distinctly ground type Pokemon, which is Nidoqueen and Nidoking, because the fact that you can grab them pretty early on is one of my favorite parts of this Pokemon. I always count them as ground type because look at them, like, poison type. Like, why would they be poison type? Like, they look masculine. For me, ground type is something strong, something sturdy, and Nidoking and Nidoqueen embodied that. And this is why my top is kind of interchangeable, because, well, spoiler alert, it's gonna be Nidoqueen. Because just looking at them, it's literally just they're sturdy, they're strong, then it reminds me of the ground. Like, for me, they're more of a ground than any of the ground types. Like, they're more of a ground type than a poison type for me. So I'm putting both of them on my list. Yo. So I don't know anything about anything to say about this, but Nidoqueen is just the viability, how early you can get this in the first generation of games or in the remakes. I love everything about both Nidoking and Nidoqueen. Nidoking in number 1 is Nidoking, of course. I mean, I just mentioned everything on the Nidoqueen bit, but yes, I love Nidoking. More so Nidoking because of course, of the design of how epic it is. And in the anime, it always showed, this is more on the anime than the games, because it's always showed to be like this overprotective kind of territorial kind of being. Like, that's essentially what it is. Like, I love Nidoking, how he's more imposing than Nidoqueen, yo. So that's probably why I preferred him more than Nidoqueen. But regardless, it can be interchangeable relatively easy, because both of them are quite special in my heart. So yes, number 1 is Nidoking, and that would be it for my top 5. Oh my god, I'm back in my room. I'm done with doing my top 5 video now. I'm here again. Yeah, I'm back. Well, I'm been teleporting slowly but surely in my room now. So I just have to make this top 5, huh? In that one hotel that Marnie stayed in. Okay, I get you. So without further ado, if you do enjoy my top 5, please leave a like and subscribe. It will be greatly appreciated. And if you have your own top 5 ground Pokemons, let's compare notes. Leave it all in the comment section below. I do encourage some discussion lightly. So without further ado, see you in the next video. Bye!